And we decided one day we weren't getting any younger. And we had developed a huge corporation in the LP industry. We built it with the thought to sell it. That seems to scare everybody, but it didn't scare us. So we made our minds up that we wanted to sell it. And I always thought it would be real easy to sell the propane company. Looking back now, if we hadn't had your assistance, we probably would have lost 50% of it, not knowing the details. Everybody has a very vivid imagination about how much their worth is, but when it comes down to reality, it doesn't happen like that. I really feel that we would have came up very short.
The evaluation that was done was a little higher than what we thought. So that evaluation made us very happy. One of the things that I liked about Cetane is definitely in stages. Cetane has a very intelligent way of putting it out to bid, much more comprehensive than us as individuals. And then the due diligence is another step. And then the purchase agreement is another step. So there's all of these steps that build on each other. It's in pieces instead of one big, huge change. And I think that also takes the fear out of it and gives us the impression that we have control as things progress.
But my wife and I are very proud of what we built. And neither one of us pull any punches. So the process of meeting them face to face was probably one of the best things that could have happened. I think that is the number one top get noticed sales thing you can do. Hardest part was learning how to let go, because it wasn't yours anymore. It finally hit me. I know this really sounds awkward, but on the day I'd fixed some things at our house that had been broken for 6 or 8 months. Susan and I looked at each other one morning and we were speechless. And I said, "What are you going to do today?" And she said, "I don't know." That's probably the first time in 40 years either one of us has said that. Because my first job of the day was always to get up and leave the house at 5 and go to the propane company. And I don't have to do that anymore.
For me especially, it was a great feeling of relief and excitement about the next chapter.
Neither one of us are going to get old and sit in a rocking chair. We got plenty to do. It's taken 3 weeks to realize I don't have to look at competitors' propane tanks. It's born and bred into me. And I can walk away from it and it's a sigh of relief. It really is. But you guys did an excellent job. Excellent. Just fantastic job, because you knew every loophole that needed to be flipped over, every rock that needed to be turned over. You knew everything that Susan and I didn't have the knowledge of in a cell, but I couldn't have done it without the comfort of you kids. It would have came out wrong. That's the only thing I know for a fact. It would have came out very crooked. And I'm very, very happy with everything. All we can do is thank you people so much.